Okay, this video is intended to show you my current stats and build that I am using for PvP. Uh, for my first build, I am using 4 pieces of Vanguard and 1 of Warlord. All of them are full level, full traits, and most of them are using melee endurance, range endurance, max health, or in the case of the accessories, skill damage resistance, the buff duration or buff duration or skill damage boost in the case of the accessories. In the case of the runes, I am using weaken resistance, magic endurance, critical hit chance or hit chance, that depends. Um, for example, the bracelet, I am using the 3 with the weaken resistance as well as with the belt. Sometimes I change them with collision resistance, that depends on the map we are playing. And these are my current stats and combat power. The other build I am using is just changing one piece, and that's the pants. I am using the Warlord, so I have this buff or for additional melee range and magic endurance, which it's also helping the party members. I'm using this one especially when we have, let's say, 2 tanks or 2 healers and a tank, because that's convenience for us, let's say. And this one is giving me more melee endurance, range endurance, and magic endurance. Um, this is pretty much what I have in weaken resistance, and collision resistance is lower than the first build, let's say. With the Vanguard, it's pretty close, I will say, almost to 1,000. And this is my collision resistance so far. And again, I am not using here the the runes of the collision resistance, so I can get close to 1,000, a little bit more when I switch the runes depending of the map. Um, there was previously the one that I was using is this one, where I had different ring, different wand, and I was obtaining better stats in terms of the endurances. However, I know that this is not important when we have those Cordis or Mana Burns against us. So I am mainly using the these 2 wheels, the one with the 4 pieces of Vanguard or the 2 pieces of Warlord. That depends of the situation. These are the runes that I have. The levels, most of them between or close to 70. I was not able to run, let's say, all the dimensionals. I just did one in T15, so I didn't get uh, all the runes, but I got the penalty. So that was pretty much bad for me, let's say. Um, with the mastery level, this is what I have. Currently, a master level of 521. Uh, and these are the skills that I'm using. Mainly focus on healing and defenses. And for the bow, it's pretty much the same. Um, Mainly focus on defenses and some healing. And here I'm using some of the weekends resistance and collision resistance and all of this, which I think might help a little bit. My skills for PvP, these are the ones that I am using currently. Well, yes, I am console player, so that's pretty bad, I know, but this is what I have. All of them level 5. The current level of my wand and longbow, and probably the things that I am start using is the mana burn with these 2 skills. Um, and these are my specializations. With the bow, I would like to put some additional here with current haste, but I don't think I can remove those points from these other abilities for front bow. Previously, I was using the deadly marker and the tornado, but then I decided to give a try to the mana burn option. So I don't feel like there's too much things I can remove from here so far. Yeah, this is pretty much what I have. So any feedback, just let me know. And well, regarding my skills, I made some adjustments, but basically in control, when we have to select friendly targets, um, what I did differently is that I removed this part so I don't have to press any other button rather than just arrows to select targets. This is new for me because again I had to press like L2 plus the arrow, down arrow wrap, let's say. But I just removed this one, so I think this will help me a little bit to select the targets for individual help. Um, but again, it's not as friendly as it is with PC. So I am considering the option to add a keyboard and mouse in the coming weeks, let's say, to have better stats in healing. But I feel like my heal is more like a tank. Uh, that's what I'm trying to focus. Depending on how I used my uh, weaken resistance skills, I can maybe uh, resist a Cordy uh, Expo or two, but that depends of the situation. Sometimes it's not possible or it's not enough. Um, but yeah, I will be sharing some bots of my PvP fights later. Thank you.